Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm Gianna.
And welcome to the We Talk About It All podcast,
where we talk about it all and give you our opinions.
AKA the opinions no one ever asked for, but this is a good one.
We're being controlled by AIs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I have had, once again, the same friend that went to Thailand for the elephants.
Well, that's if you listen to our Real Housewives Ultimate Girls trip. You gotta listen to all the episodes.
Done pole dancing.
That was also on the Ultimate Girls trip.
She also, nope, this one's on here. She gave me the advice about the coworker. Yeah. She also gave me this advice about job hunting. That's how we got into it. We started talking about it.
We mentioned this last week that we were going to try scripting the podcast, but continue.
I'm just trying to make sure my cat's not getting shocked, but okay.
Uh-oh. Yeah, if he touches the mic, it goes pop. So be careful, please.
He's like a rebel.
Did you see him jolt forward and pull back, to be like, look at me.
I could stick my nose on there. It's like the kid with the ice and the tongue on the pole. No, don't do it. No, honey, no, don't do it. Thank you for answering, Coop, so we don't look like we don't have cats, actually. Because I swear they don't ever really answer, so we just look like crazy people.
Sometimes they do, but they're usually further away.
He feels like he's too far from me. I can tell this is
no feet on the mic, though.
This is the problem. Anyway, so she starts to tell me about better way to write your resume and like cover letters and things of that nature, because I was trying to explain to her that
he's really putting on a show.
He's really putting on a show, so I kind of got to pay attention to that too. But at least he's going away from the mic now, folks. So she told me, I was trying to explain to her, like, how do you make a resume
I can't with him. He's so
that shows that you're... Is our front door locked?
Yeah.
You can see it from here?
Yeah. I think I locked it.
You can see the knob's turned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, folks. So I was trying to explain to her that I have a weird resume because by day I'm one thing, and then I write, or I want to get writing jobs. So I said, how do you meld those two things together to make like a coherent resume, So she's like, oh, you should try this Chat GPT. And I'm like, what the hell is that? She goes, it's an AI that writes things for you. She goes, and I used it to write a cover letter for me. And now she's using it to work with when she was on an interview with a recruiter, as the recruiter's asking her questions, she's typing in the questions to get like a good answer.
The only thing is, though, sometimes they give you like really long-winded like responses.
So she sent me the information. She's like, I'm going to send you all the information on how to get onto it and this, that, and this other girl that she had read this whole lengthy thing on how best to put the questions in to get the most out of it. So I hadn't touched it for the longest time. And then I was just like, oh, I think I signed up for it. I tried to do something on it and it didn't work. So I just I got discouraged and I gave up. So the other day, I'm like, no, I really have to I have to do something with this resume and I got to do this. So I'm like, all right, let me just put in build me. Well, no, I didn't want them to, I wanted an about page for my LinkedIn. So write me an about page that can combine a supervisor position with being a writer. This thing blew my stinking mind. It wrote such a good, hi, baby. I'm sorry, I'm ignoring him.
You gotta give him his own mic, all the sounds he's making over there.
I know. It wrote such a thing in a way that I would have never put these two things together.
Yeah.
It pulled it in such a way that it was wow. Listen, now could have probably a recruiter or a resume writer or somebody do it? Probably. But did this guy do it for me for free? Damn Skippy, he did. So, even if you had to pay for these things, which you eventually will, this isn't a test mode.
Well, there's something that says try premium and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't think it's yet, though. I
know, but I thought there was a premium option on there if you wanted
upgrade to plus. I don't know what that is. It's something new.
Who the hell cares? It answered all my questions.
Yeah, anyway. No, but that's what I'm saying. So then I went back to see my friend again, and she starts telling me she was looking for alternates for protein because she's also vegan. So she's like, I just asked it, list all the things that protein.
I put that in today. And then, not like that, but I said make a meal plan.
You can also alter it so that you can say, like you did, I don't want hummus.
I wrote rewrite.
I don't want vegetables.
Don't put broccoli.
Yeah, she said you can go in.
After a while, I made it rewrite too many times that I forgot that I originally told it no broccoli, and then it started adding the broccoli back again, and I was like, come on. So I gave up on it. But
today I actually put it in and asked it to edit a page, just a little section from the book I wrote, just because I wanted to see what it would do. And it did. And I was very specific because that's what she told me the thing to do is you have to be very specific.
Well, yeah, you'll see my prompts.
Well, if the more specific you are, the better your response from it will be. I mean, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. It's still, you give it a vague thing and it still
Oh, no,
comes
I
back
gave
with
it,
some
I
pretty
gave
impressive
it vague
stuff.
things, and then I gave it more detail.
Yeah.
And then I went a little hog wild towards the end. It still kind of did what it wanted, but I went hog wild.
I actually asked it, well, I watched a video the other day on it. Some girl I was watching, she does like app reviews or different like things of that technology and stuff. And she did a review on that particular one. She broke it down a little bit more, gave me a little more things to think about when you're doing it. But I actually asked it, like, would it be better to switch credit card, like transfer balances to a credit card? And I gave it the actual like numbers and all. And it gave me like a breakdown of like, if this is this and this is this. And if it doesn't have enough information, it'll say like, look into this, and this.
Yeah.
Because so
Well,
it even gives you things you might not have thought to ask
I've
them.
mentioned about reading the Star Wars books and putting them in order. I asked them to put all the canon Star Wars books in chronological order, and I did it in 5 seconds, where it took me like
Yeah, some of them it's
a month.
like,
Well, it didn't get to do all of them because it doesn't have enough information till 2021 it goes up to or something. Mm-hmm. So it couldn't count any books that were released after 2021. So it was left to me to do.
yeah, but that's still half the battle.
Yeah. So, should we go into our little scripts we had at prompt?
Yeah, so we had this idea, like kooky as it was. So
Jokingly last week.
yeah, well,
But-
because one of the things is that something I was watching said that the only problem with this is that, people are using it to not falsify things, but like,
I mean,
like,
you'll hear mine and you'll kind of be like, this won't work. But
well,
it'll work. It's
I
pretty
thought
funny.
about it, like, the lady asked it to write a song in the style of Taylor Swift. Now, granted, it wrote a song in the style of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Not hugely long, but it was decent enough, and it basically sounded like something I could hear her singing. It did include Taylor Swift's name, so she would have had to go back and exclude the name. But I mean, it was very impressive. Like we were talking about how it can do other things that are not good. I mean, I asked it thing that was not nice, not nice, but I said something about not
Yeah, I
getting
know you said
along or
something.
something like that, and it said, "I'm sorry, I cannot do that type of thing. That would be
Any
mean,
harm,
or
yeah, or
something like
bullying.
that." So I said, okay, well, that's good to know that they are trying to put some precautions in there. However, I'm watching a show right now, Madam Secretary, and it was about an attack on, like, they created a video, like what we were saying.
Yeah.
That was, like, part of the thing in the show. They created a video with the president. There's a female president and her husband talking about this other, I don't know if it's a Chinese or Russian president, I don't know who it was. And it was not them.
Yeah.
And they figured it out because they could tell, but they were showing how you can add anybody's face to
A deep
another.
fake. Yeah.
Yeah, and like,
That's what they
and
use in the
their
movies.
mouth will move the same way, and blah blah blah. And it was like really impressive. So like, that's
It's-
what worries me
it's
is there are
hard to do deep fakes for real.
well, it didn't
but now
look that
there's
well, and they
systems
said,
that do it.
well, they said that's why they like in the thing they explained it like that's how they figured it out was like the audio was a little off, and there was like little things like
the
they were
number
pointing
one
out how
thing-
you knew.
The lips. They'll
Yeah.
never match the way a true mouth.
That's what they were saying.
Mandalorian, you watch that. That's where they have a lot of deep fakes. Honestly, a lot of Star Wars stuff. They did Princess Leia. They've done Luke. Look at the face. There's always going to be something that's a little bit off. No one's mastered this like amazingly.
I hope not, because I don't think there's a reason to do that. I think,
I mean, it was
keep
cool,
it
like
for,
Star
like,
Wars with the Luke
informational things. I
Skywalker
think
stuff,
is good and stuff like that. And like, I don't know. I just it can get. Oh, they're trading places.
Yeah,
it
we
can get
set
a little
them down to feed. We set
feed
the feed.
like
We
it's
dropped
like
the feed
trough.
bags
We
and
put
go.
the trough down, and they're there.
Might as well.
But it was very interesting. So we thought, wouldn't it be interesting to ask? Because I did ask it to come up with. Initially, I asked it to generate ideas or something like that for podcasts, and then I'm like, I wonder if it would actually like script
Yeah.
out a whole podcast. And I told her
did.
it did for me, and like I was just jokingly with it. But so
Here we are.
we said, why don't we each do our own? Like,
Yeah,
ask it
I
our
ended up
own
with
thing.
9.
Yeah, I didn't do
But
9.
here's my thing.
I did
so,
3.
So we'll go 3 and then we'll go through. But some of my parts we can skip through.
Okay.
All right. So should we start with mine then? We're
And
gonna.
clearly, you must know that our normal podcast is definitely not Chat GPT because
No,
half the time
get
we
ready for
sound
this.
like we're off the rocker.
Yeah.
And if this thing is, I mean, I guess you could create
I
a
guess we should've.
podcast that's off the rocker, but
Maybe.
I mean,
All right.
I'll show you what happened when I tried to do something similar to that. But go ahead.
So go ahead and get my thing up here first, and we'll go here. So now don't read ahead here. Don't look at the script because I don't want
I'm
you
not
to
even
spoil
focusing. Will you please stop?
it for. All right.
I don't even know what color I am anymore.
You're yellow.
Okay.
Don't look.
Okay.
So I told it to write a script for a podcast ran by a mother-daughter duo. So here we go. Let's begin. And scene. Intro music fades in. You begin.
Hello, welcome to another exciting episode of Generation Bond. I'm Linda, and I'm joined by my lovely daughter, Emma. Why did it give you names? It didn't give my people names.
I give names for everyone.
No,
and
mine
that's
didn't
the part
get...
I can't.
But what did you... Wait, you should start by saying, what did you ask
I just
it?
did. I said, write a script for...
Oh, okay.
Okay. Here we go. Hey, everyone. So happy to be here with you all today. We're here to explore the beautiful bond between mothers and daughters and share our experiences, stories, and tips with all of you.
That's right, Emma. We believe that mother-daughter relationship is truly a unique and filled with so much love, laughter, and learning. Each episode will dive into different aspects of this bond and discuss various topics that resonate with both moms and daughters.
Absolutely, Mom. We've received some fantastic listener questions. Ooh, I didn't even know we got them.
Oh, that's what I said.
And topics. So let's get started. Our first topic today is communication. How can mothers and daughters improve their communication skills and bond a stronger connection?
I think they put that in one of mine. That's what we're curious to see, is if two different people
I
at
haven't
two
even
different
fully
times...
read this. Like some parts, there's only like little bits I read because I highlighted it like a real script would, but I have not.
Yeah, but that's what we were curious to see, if like people put the similar thing, would you get the same results? Because then that is how there could be an issue with
plagiarism.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Communication is such a vital aspect of any relationship, and it can sometimes be tricky between mothers and daughters. Emma, do you have any personal experiences or tips to share? Oh wow, and it gives you some, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely, Mom. One thing that has helped us is setting aside dedicated time for meaningful conversations. It could be a weekly coffee date or a walk in the park where we can talk about anything and everything. It's important to create a space,
safe space.
Create a safe and non-judgmental space where both parties feel comfortable expressing themselves.
Absolutely, Emma. And listening actively is key. It's important for moms to listen to their daughters without interrupting or trying to fix everything. Sometimes all we need is listening ears and empathy. Listen, there's no way that Linda... She's definitely a different person than me because I interrupt. Half the time I'm not paying attention. So this shit is a bunch of craziness. But you got
Well, Emma doesn't go for walks in the park or even drink coffee.
True.
Yes, Mom. My favorite part is you address me as Emma. I never call you Linda.
No, you never call me Linda.
Your mom. And for daughters, it's essential to remember that moms have a wealth of experience and wisdom to share. Let's not diminish their advice or guidance too quick.
Dismiss their advice.
We should strive to find a balance between independence and embracing the wisdom our mothers can offer.
Well said, Emma. Communication is a lifelong learning process, and it's important to continuously work on it. Let's move on to our next topic, self-care. How can mothers and daughters prioritize self-care and support each other in this journey?
Self-care is crucial for overall well-being, and it's something both moms and daughters need to prioritize. We can start by encouraging each other to take breaks, practice self-reflection, and engage in activities that bring us joy and peace. Mom, what are some self-care practices you found helpful?
Oh, great question, Emma. For me, carving out me time each day has made a significant difference. Whether it's reading a book, taking a bubble bath, or just going for a walk, these small moments of self-care recharge my energy and help me be a better mom and role model to you.
That's wonderful, Mom. And scene.
In freaking sane.
My favorite part, though, is it just stops right there. That's wonderful, Mom. That's it. Nothing else. So I think this one I asked it to rewrite it. Yeah, I just asked this one to rewrite a new one. I don't know if we should skip this one. It doesn't seem that great. Yeah, they didn't even give us names in this one. Let's just go to our next one here.
That's what they did for me. They gave
me
another daughter.
Write a script for a podcast that's ran by a mother who is 53 and a daughter who... I wrote 23 on accident.
52. What is your problem?
I wrote the wrong ages.
I haven't completed the 53rd year.
I'm sorry. I jumped ahead. I put my wrong age too.
Jesus Christ.
The title for this podcast would not be called We Talk About It All. It'd be called Generations Apart, Hearts United.
Oh, they gave you a title. Holy shit.
I got this over working for me.
That was impressive.
All right. let's begin.
Get that opening music going.
Opening music. Begin.
Welcome, dear listeners, to Generations Apart, Hearts United. I'm Meredith, a seasoned mother in her 50s, and joining me is my vibrant daughter Emma in her early 20s. Together we explore the beauty and challenges of bridging that generational gap. I'm Meredith. Seriously? This is what we should have been doing. Oh my god.
I'm Meredith twice. Why am I always Emma?
I don't know.
I've been Emma twice and you're Linda and Meredith.
I like Meredith better.
I'm sorry, let me get back here.
But Meredith and Linda are mother names, oddly enough.
I guess Emma's
Co-host. Go ahead, daughter.
Yeah, and I'm always the co-host. I'm never the host. I'm always the side piece. And I'm Emma. We're so excited to share our perspectives and experience as we navigate life together.
Emma, do you remember when we first had the idea for a podcast?
Absolutely, Mom. It was during one of our long chats about how different things were when you were my age. We realized there's so much we can learn from each other and from those in different stages of life.
That's right. Our podcast is a platform where we can discuss various topics, share stories, and explore the perspectives of different generations. We believe that through understanding and empathy, we can build bridges and foster strong relationships. We did sit down and discuss that it would be interesting to do one with the generation gap.
Yeah.
I know I didn't say any of that bullshit.
She didn't get that deep. And we're here to prove that age is just a number, and when it comes to connection and understanding, each episode will dive deep into different subject, bringing our unique viewpoints and experiences to the table. I'm sorry, I don't know how to read.
Here's the thing. Like, they do like a little intro, and then I guess he does like a little, now he's into it. So he's like,
yeah, here we go.
Today, our pilot episode, we want to share our personal journeys and what inspired us to start this podcast. Emma, you want to begin?
Would you like to begin?
This is a really long one. Should we
this one really long?
Should we just jump down to
Okay, well, that was just my favorite part. They did actually end this one in whole, but here's my thing.
Yeah,
what do you
they
do
did,
when you
'cause
come
it's
for
like-
episode 2?
Thank you for tuning in to Generations Apart. Yeah, look at they.
All right, so
well,
now
you'd have to say like now, goodbye for now, and then you're like take care of everyone. And I guess you would have to like kind of
have it write a second
Yeah.
one, I guess. All right, so here we go. So this one I just did for fun because I didn't think it was actually going to work as great as it did. Script a podcast about a mother and daughter who like Bravo TV. If you don't know, we have another podcast.
Wow,
we
this is
talk about it. We watch it all. I'm sorry.
Bravo Bliss. That's such a great name for
A mother-daughter obsession is what it's called. That's our other podcast. We
man.
watch it all.
I mean, I do like We Watch It All,
But yeah, I mean,
Bravo
it's different.
Bliss,
But
Mother
check it
Daughter
out.
Obsession
We
is
watch
really
that.
good.
All right, and start.
You get to go
Opening
first
music.
this time.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. Oh no. Well, no. It's just host 1 and 2.
No, but I figured it out. I am host
Oh
1.
yeah, you are. Yeah.
Okay, welcome Bravo fans to another episode of Bravo Bliss. I'm your host Emma, and I'm joined by my fabulous mother Lisa. Why am I always Emma? Today we're diving into the exciting world of Bravo TV.
That's right, Emma. Bravo has become our ultimate guilty pleasure, and we can't wait to share our thoughts, favorite moments, and hilarious commentary with all of you.
Background music. Well, I burped at the same time, so that works.
Drums.
Drums.
That was the drums.
Give a little
Go ahead.
bass. So, Mom, how did your Bravo addiction begin?
Well, Emma, it all started one fateful night when we stumbled on an episode of The Real Housewives of New York City. We were instantly hooked by the drama, fashion, and those unforgettable taglines.
I was like, how creepy is that? 'Cause
So
that
it
is
knows
the
what Bravo is.
I know, but how creepy is that? Our first show we watched from Bravo together was New York.
Yeah, but that is creepy. That is a little creepy.
Sorry, I got tear stains on my glasses over here.
Oh my god.
All right. Oh, yes. How could you forget the iconic moments like Ramona Singer's infamous Turtle Time or Luann de Lesseps' Money Can't Buy You class? How
What
creepy
the
is that?
hell?
Go. Wait, it gets
Absolutely,
creepier.
darling.
Darling.
Darling, yeah, it says darling.
They made you Lisa Vanderpump?
Absolutely, darling. Those are the moments that keep us coming back for more. And let's not forget about the Vanderpump Rules crew, the glamorous ladies of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and our hilarious, outrageous antics on the Below Deck crew.
How creepy. I couldn't agree more, Mom. Each show brings its own unique flavor, and we can't get enough of it. It's a never-ending roller coaster of fabulousness.
And speaking of fabulous, let's not forget about the reunions. They are the Super Bowl of Bravo TV, where all the drama comes to a head, and the housewives go head-to-head in epic battles of words. This really would make a good podcast. Sissy, where are you going? Okay, go ahead.
The reunions are definitely the cherry on top, Mom. We always make sure to grab our popcorn and buckle up for those intense and jaw-dropping moments. See, but here's the thing. This is a great script, but it doesn't sound like
natural.
Us. Yeah, it does
No,
not
it doesn't
natural.
sound
But
like
it's
us.
pretty damn good for an AI.
Yeah, but it doesn't really see, like, it does mention some of those, but then as you go down, it really doesn't.
It loses it.
Yeah,
It doesn't know what else to say here. It kind of just talks about guilty pleasure, and then that's where it ends.
Yeah, because
I think they might have made you Lisa Vanderpump, because they had you call me absolutely my darling again at the end.
Where is she?
Over here.
A script, a podcast for a mother who's 53 and a daughter who's 20. Who is
Go ahead,
22,
read the prompt.
and the daughter rants about things while the mother just sits there worried.
I had them redo our top 2 episodes. The one before this should be a topic on anxiety, and then this one was our we rant about it all.
Come here, pretty.
Which by the name they gave us names again. You were Laura in the anxiety episode. I was Emma again. Oh no, you got to the wait.
Write a script for a podcast ran by a mother who's 53
No,
and a daughter who's 23, but they get interrupted by their neighbors who are named Cashew and Walnut. Cashew and Walnut only know how to scream.
Wait. Before we
This
keep
is called Generation
Stop.
Wisdom.
I think we should do yours now, and we'll finish with my cashew ones because they are coot.
Okay. I wrote create a script for a mother-daughter podcast that have 30 years between them, and mine actually always start with you. I think you lead off on all of them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
But they leave like an opening where it's like, hi, I'm your host, blah, 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 and I'm here with my mom, blah, 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 and we're 30 years between us.
What? Why? So I wonder why I got a title and names, and you didn't. Maybe, did you write, what did you write? Did you say script?
Script.
See, I wrote script as well. So I was thinking maybe because I wrote script that they wrote like characters and things like that, but no.
I don't think I have any names on any of mine, but it does talk about, like, so today we're going to talk about communication, and, like, it did say the same thing
a lot of
as
the
the one of
times
yours.
the mom prompts were a lot of talking about communication and things like that. Especially once I started to put the age in, it was like, let's talk about our differences and that.
Oh, sorry.
Excuse
Then
you.
they give me transition music.
Ooh.
It's definitely, and on that note, let's move on to our next segment. See, they do segments with me, and then
Yeah,
it's like
I mean,
our
you
first
can definitely
question
see the
comes,
structure.
Ours are from the listeners. Our first question comes from a listener, blah blah blah,
Listener's
who writes,
name.
"I'm having trouble balancing my life and my personal life. What advice would you give, Mama? Come over here."
You're not going in there.
But like mine are pretty lengthy.
Yeah, some of mine were like, some of mine didn't get super
And then
lengthy,
this one
but
I
they
changed it. I said, "Can you create another mother-daughter podcast script about crazy neighbor and how to handle them?"
Interesting.
And this one was like, "Hi, welcome back to Mother-Daughter Podcast." They just call it to the Mother-Daughter Podcast.
Mother-daughter podcast,
I'm
you guys. We should
daughter,
rebrand.
and I'm here with my mother's name. Today we're going to talk about the
Why'd
topic.
you say mother's name and point at me?
No, I went like that with
Oh.
my hands out. That's so right, Mom. Wait, what did she say? She's like, but the good news is that there's always a way to handle these crazy situations. That's so right. What's the first step in dealing with a crazy neighbor? Well, the first thing you should do is try to communicate with them. Sometimes people act out.
Well, you know what's
like,
crazy
but
is
I didn't put the children on. I showed up.
my script will have us act it out, which is perfect. Yours is like literally the perfect transition for mine. Is my script has us acting it out. We're gonna have to take multiple roles here.
They're like, what about setting boundaries? That's important. Obviously, like, the mother is here to give all the advice.
Yeah, I noticed that
don't
too.
know.
Like, I don't have like an
But I
opinion.
think
You have one.
I think that's because in the AI chat world, obviously everyone, in their minds, the mother would give advice to a child, even
Yeah.
if you are younger. And then this one I wrote, can you create a mother-daughter podcast script that is full of jokes about the mother being forgetful?
Did it give us jokes?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's like, today we're going to have a fun
Oh
episode.
wait, so should we act this one out?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Hi and welcome back to the Mother Daughter Podcast. Still is stuck with that name. I'm daughter's name and I'm
Why
here.
would you put your name in there? You fool.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I'm Emma
You might as well be.
and I'm here with my mom. You want to be Linda, Meredith, Lisa,
I
or
liked Meredith.
Meredith.
She sounds like really worldly and smart.
Today we're going to have a fun episode and share some jokes about my mother's forgetfulness.
Oh no, you're not going to make fun of me, are you?
Of course not, Mom. We're just going to have some lighthearted fun. Are you ready?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, first joke. Why did the mom forget to put her pants on?
I don't know why.
Because she was too busy wearing her shirt as pants. Read the script. Laugh. Laugh.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, how about this one? Why did the mom forget to order pizza?
I don't know why.
Because she was too busy ordering Chinese food from last week. That laugh. Hi, baby. I love you.
That's a good one, Mom. Here's another one. Why did Mom forget her keys?
I don't know why.
Because she left them in the fridge next to the milk.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, one more. Why did mom forget her own name?
Probably because the AI keeps giving her different names. I don't know why.
Because she was too busy calling her kids' names.
Oh, that's so true, Mom. All right, that's all the jokes we have for today. Thanks for being a good sport, Mom.
No problem, daughter. It's always good to have a laugh.
And that's a wrap for this episode of the Mother-Daughter Podcast. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone. And don't forget to tune in next time. Or should I say, what was I saying again? I mean, I was like...
But here's my thing, though. The prompts they came up with were, like, very generic. They weren't, like, specific to...
No. And see, I think...
She didn't order the pizza because she was ordering Chinese food last week. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Like, that's what... But see, that's where I was like...
It didn't get it completely, but it was like...
Because I used the word...
The ending closing was pretty good.
But because I used the word jokes... See, this is where we're saying you have to be specific. Because I used the word jokes, they literally told jokes.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So that's why
here's my thing.
I left
You're
it
like,
that.
are you going to make fun of me? You ended up making jokes
right?
as well. All right.
Is
that what you have here?
That's all that I did for that.
All right. Well, I think it's time to step back into our roles here. Because we got 3 more here, and we have a double roll. Now tell me, so I'm going to read this one for you here. Write a script for a podcast written by a mother who is 52, and a daughter who is 23, also 22. And they get interrupted by their neighbors who are named Cashew and Walnut. Cashew and Walnut only know how to scream. Do you want to be Cashew or Walnut?
I'm sorry, wait, what?
Oh. Yeah, they took up roles. Who do you want to be?
Walnut. I want to be Walnut. Because I named that when you named her. So you can be Cashew.
Okay. Let's begin. This podcast name is called Generational Wisdom, a podcast journey.
Intro music.
Here we go. Go
like
ahead.
Literally, they wrote that.
I literally wrote intro music.
Man, they had to write the age next to my name. They didn't give me a name this time.
Yes, they did.
Oh. Well, it just says host mother. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Generational Wisdom, the podcast where we bridge the generation gap and explore life's lessons together. I'm your host, Sarah, a mother in her prime years, and joining me is my lovely daughter and co-host, Emily, who brings a fresh perspective to the table. Say hello, Emily.
Hello, Emily.
No, imagine oh my God, I'm going to so do this in our podcast.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here again, discussing life, love, and everything in between with my wise mom.
Today we're delving into the topic of nurturing relationships. As parents and children, we often find ourselves navigating the balance between love and independence. Don't we, Emily?
Absolutely, Mom. Maintaining a healthy connection while also fostering our personal growth can sometimes be challenging, but with open communication and understanding, we can make it work. Hold on, guys. It's going to get good here now.
That's right. And speaking of communication, it seems like we have some lively neighbors who want to join the conversation. Say hello to Cashew. Can you stop it?
Girl, I'm jumping ahead of the screen.
Well, stop. Oh, sudden scream. Okay. Say hello to Cashew and Walnut, our energetic neighbors.
Sudden screaming in the background. Hey, can you hear us?
We're here to join the party. Well, hello, Cashew and Walnut. It seems you're eager to contribute.
Hi, guys. We're in the middle of recording our podcast. Can we help you with something? No, we just want to scream into the microphone.
Yeah, screaming is our specialty.
Continue continue. Go, go, go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but let's try to keep it down a little. We're trying to have a meaningful conversation here.
Oh, sorry about that. We'll try to be quieter.
And keep in mind that this is in caps.
This is all in caps, so we are supposed to be screaming, but we're not going to
yeah.
scream for you guys.
Yeah, sorry. We got a little carried away sometimes.
Thanks for understanding, Cashew and Walnut. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, nurturing relationships. Mom, could you share some insight on how you've nurtured our mother-daughter bond?
Of course, Emily. One crucial aspect is allowing you...
I can't with the name.
is allowing you the freedom to explore your individuality while maintaining a strong connection. It's about finding the balance between guidance and independence and understanding that you're growing into your own person.
That's so true, Mom. I appreciate how you've always respected my opinions and supported my decisions, even when we've disagreed. That sounds really nice. Like nurturing relationships, too.
Yeah, but we tend to do it by screaming at each other. Well, different approaches work for different people, I suppose.
Indeed, Mom. It just goes to show that there isn't one size fits all. The key is to find what works best for you and your loved ones.
Absolutely. Now, Cashew and Walnut, we appreciate your energy, but it's time for us to wrap up our podcast episode. Any final thoughts, Emily?
Yes, Mom. Remember, nurturing relationships is an ongoing process that requires patience, love, and understanding. And sometimes it requires a little bit of screaming, I guess. Yeah, screaming can be quite therapeutic.
We agree. Screaming on everyone.
But
What? Scream on, everyone.
oh, this doesn't really work. We can't.
Well, thank you all for joining us on this unique episode of the Generational Wisdom Remember to Embrace.
Now here we go. I told them to rewrite it, but Cashew is age 4 and Walnut is age 2. This one now is called Wisdom of Little Voices. Did you see that? I just messed up the words. A podcast adventure. Intro music.
Oh, God. Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode of The Wisdom of Little Voices, a podcast where we explore life's wonders through the eyes of different generations. I'm your host, Sarah, a mother with years of experience, and joining me is my delightful daughter and co-host. Oh, and there's some real life stuff.
We have real
Emily,
life audience.
who brings a youthful perspective to our discussions. Say hello, Emily.
Hello, Emily. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here discovering the world alongside my wise mom. I'm going to put you in my phone. Wise mom.
There you go. Today, our topic revolves around the magic of nurturing relationships. As parents and children, we often find ourselves cultivating bonds with love and care. Isn't that right, Emily?
The best part is that they're actually screaming in the background right now. It really makes... I don't know if you can hear because it's kind of a little quieter than normal. Absolutely, Mom. Balancing love and independence within our relationships can be a beautiful journey of growth and understanding.
That's the truth. And speaking of relationships, it seems our young neighbors, Cashew and Walnut... Walnut are eager to join in. Say hello to these little adventurers. And then you hear giggling in the background.
Sweet giggles in the background.
There's never sweet giggles in the background.
Hi, hi, hi. Can you hear us?
Hi. We're here to join the fun. Well, hello, Cashew and Walnut. We're thrilled to have you with us. How can we assist you today?
Hi, cuties. I'd never call them that. We're in the middle of our podcast recording. Is there something you'd like to share? I like that I'm always the one that's offended, though. We're in the middle of recording. They got that pretty spot on. No, we just want to talk into the microphone.
Yeah, talking is our favorite thing. Oh, how adorable. We appreciate your enthusiasm, but let's try to keep it a bit quieter. We're having a meaningful conversation here.
Oopsie. Sorry. We'll use our inside voices.
Yeah, sorry, we'll be quiet.
The fact that they wrote quiet with the W and sorry with W's. They really took it all. Thanks for your understanding, Cashew and Walnut. Now, where were we? Yes, nurturing relationships. Mom, can you share some insight on how you've nurtured relationships? I mean, we could just jump ahead to Cashew's line because you talk about nurturing, but I'll go right to Cashew's line. That's lovely. I love my mommy too.
Aw, yeah, I love Mommy and Daddy. Oh, how precious. Love knows no boundaries, no matter how young or old we are.
I think my favorite part, though, is they end this podcast with Cashew going, I love being joyful. Now we have one more. Now this took a turn, which I didn't realize this turn took until I just highlighted the things. Write a script for a podcast about a mother-daughter who end up getting into a fight with their neighbors in the middle of the podcast. The neighbors' names are Cashew and Walnut, but they can't speak, only scream.
Oh, Jesus.
Now what happened here was they gave us a host, and we are guests on this host podcast. Now, I don't know who wants to do the host.
I could do the host.
I know
as well.
you like to come up with other voices, so I figured you probably would do the host. So let's begin on this one. Opening music.
Well, hello. It's another episode of Family Ties.
It says welcome back to another...
Welcome back to another episode of Family Ties, the podcast where we delve into the joys and challenges of family dynamics. I'm your host, Lisa, and today we have a very interesting episode in store for you. Joining me is a mother-daughter duo, Sarah and Emily. Say hello, Sarah and Emily. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Well, today we're going to talk about a situation that unfolded between Sarah and Emily and their neighbors, Cashew and Walnut. It seems things got pretty heated. Can you tell us about what happened? Well, it all started a few weeks ago when Cashew and Walnut moved in next door. At first, we were excited to have new neighbors.
Yes, but things quickly took a turn. We noticed that Cashew and Walnut never spoke a single word. Instead, they commuted through loud ear-piercing screams.
Oh, that sounds quite unusual. How did you react to their unique way of communicating? Well, at first, we tried to ignore it, thinking they maybe just were having some adjustment issues. But their screams were so loud that it became impossible to ignore.
Why is this accurate?
I don't know.
Remember, we were like, oh, we'll give them like a month because they were just probably getting adjusted?
Because it's real life. That's what people would do.
It's been almost a year.
No, it hasn't.
They moved in October.
It's not almost a year. It's May, you fool.
It's been too long. I've lost track of time. Exactly. It feels like living next door to a horror movie set. It was unnerving and made it difficult for us to concentrate or relax at home. Also true. Factual. Very factual.
She is. That does sound incredibly challenging. Did you try talking about this issue with them?
Oh, I just read your line.
Oh, we tried. We went over there with a plate of homemade cookies, hoping to break the ice and discuss the noise issue. But as soon as Cashew opened the door, all we heard was high-pitched scream. It was impossible to communicate.
Have a conversation. Stop ad-libbing.
What?
You're ad-libbing. It says impossible to have a
conversation. What did I say?
Communicate.
Oh, sorry. To have a conversation. Sorry.
Okay, so maybe
it's the same thing.
Maybe we need to bring them a plate of homemade cookies.
No. I don't think so.
We even resorted to writing letters, thinking that could be a more effective method. But to our surprise, we received letters back, also written in all caps and filled with exclamation marks.
Ooh, it sounds like their communication style was quite intense. How did things escalate from there? Well, one evening, Emily and I were recording our podcast, and we had just started talking about the challenges of living next to Cashew and Walnut when suddenly our recording was interrupted by an even louder scream.
It was as if they could hear us talking about them. Even with all the soundproofing, we couldn't believe it.
That must have been quite a shock. What happened next? Well, in the heat of the moment,
I just read your line.
In the heat of the moment, I grabbed a pen and started banging on the wall, hoping they would get the message. But instead of stopping, their screams grew even louder.
Oh my god, we need to get a pen and hit the wall. Not these paper-thin walls, we'll go right next door. I got so frustrated and angry that I yelled back, and before we knew it, it turned to a full-blown shouting match between our walls.
Oh, that sounds really intense. Like a really intense situation. How did you manage to resolve it? Well, surprisingly, after a few minutes of yelling, we both stopped at the same time, almost as if we had exhausted ourselves.
We realized that our fighting wasn't going to solve anything, so we took a deep breath and decided to approach the situation differently.
What approach did you take? We decided to write a letter explaining our feelings and concerns, making sure it was respectful and understanding of their unique communication style.
We slipped the letter under their door, and to our surprise, the following day, they left a letter for us as well.
What did their letter say? It was a heartfelt apology, and they explained that their usual communication style was a result of a medical condition they both had, and they were truly sorry for the disturbance they caused.
They also expressed gratitude for our understanding and suggested that And that's where the generator stopped.
I just don't even understand that.
Oh my god.
So,
I wanted to like write bedtime stories for us now because this is so funny. We needed a third podcast.
well,
we acted out. We acted all. We just script.
we tell stories. We tell all the stories. No, it's
Okay,
Topsy.
well,
No. Because she already doesn't want to. Oh, it's raining. I'm back. And you thought.
And now she's killed off Meredith, Sarah, Emily, Lisa. Jill's back.
Oh, it's sad. But it just goes to show you what these things are capable of. That they
Because that
could
was almost
really.
like accurate. And they also, I just said neighbors. Like I didn't
I mean,
say.
that could have been a full blown TV show.
Yeah, but here's my thing. They didn't even. And sometimes there was something else that I did. Oh, the books with the Star Wars. It didn't finish generating at all. So I wrote continue generating. And it picked it back up. So I'm sure I could have pressed continue generating. And that story would have kept going until I
Yeah,
told
it does
stop.
have, like, don't get me wrong, it has quirks to it because it is in the, like, a test trial mode, like, where I put something in and it said this. Initially I put a chapter of my book, like I was saying, in, and it said it was too long.
Yeah.
Just shorten it. And then I did something else and it said there was an error. So I just what do you call that?
Resubmitted it.
No. What's that little curly thing?
Refreshed.
Refresh the page. Thank you. And it came back and it was fine. But the other thing is, like, you tried to, or I tried to create a new one and it said you
can't sign up. You can't sign up right now, but if you go through your Gmail account, you can.
Yeah, see, I signed up with my with a Gmail.
You signed up
email,
a while ago. I just
but this
signed
was
up
a while
yesterday.
ago. Yeah, so it's catching on. More people are catching on to it.
Yeah, no, like I watched somebody who streams on Twitch and they had it like plan out their Twitch stream basically.
Yeah,
So,
like we had somebody else that we were that I found was a TikTok where the guy did his
his
whole
workout.
exercise routine.
yeah, which I did
was very
today. I told
helpful.
it to give me warm ups for a bicep workout, but
Yeah,
they
it's
were
very
kind of they
helpful.
were all like the basic stuff that I.
But his thing was he said, be very specific. Like, so he wrote, like, I want a full body work up for somebody of this
Yeah, I
age,
did that
this
too. I put
weight,
my age,
this
weight,
height,
and all that.
at this experience level. And then he put explaining how to do each move in a chart
Yeah.
format with reps and sets and weights. Like, so he did the
Yeah,
whole
when
thing.
I did
and
the
it
food,
was,
I even told it I was like standard at this calorie. I need to get this much protein,
Yeah.
and it did do it.
so
wrote
it definitely
out.
does. I mean, it's really amazing how they make, how
Honestly,
this information's in there.
If anything, even if you don't need it for a productive reason, I would just make an account and make it go right through crazy stories like we just did. Because honestly, that last story was well worth it in itself. I hope you guys find it as funny as we
But
did.
here's the thing: it's like the crazy story is a little true to life, so it
It
makes
is a
you
little
wonder,
creepy.
like, is it listening? Because
No,
I mean,
I don't think
I've had
it's-
mine up and I had it on my phone. And
I don't think
can't
it's
say that I
listening.
closed
I
it
just
out.
think it's like that's just basic stuff. That
Yeah,
goes
I mean,
on.
I do. Like, some of the stuff was very
But
basic.
it is weird that it picked an apartment building and not like house neighbors. But I guess if you're assuming you can hear somebody screaming, you're probably going to be next door. That is pretty funny and crazy.
Interesting.
But
Definitely.
if you have anything else that we should do with AI that we could do on the podcast, let us know.
Yeah.
Or should we do more of these? Because I'm sure you've listened to these podcast episodes. Our brains could come out with some quite outrageous things to tell this thing to do. So let us know what you think. Let us. I don't know. Have you made one? Do you have an account? What have you made it to?
I think
for you? Let us know.
what you could do is you could have a topic and, like, we could discuss it, like, in real life, and then we could throw it into there and see what, like, their version of it would have been.
We should have had it write a sign off for us, but we didn't, and an intro. But
That's because that's your thing, and
That's my
if
thing.
somebody interrupts you,
true. So let's get to it. Hopefully, leave us a good rating. If you've used this AI or other AIs,
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know what you've used. How did you like it? Are you a fan or not a fan?
Because there are other ones. Because I think there's Chat Bard or something, and then I think there's Google AI.
I know this is the biggest one,
Yeah.
though.
Oh yeah, I know. But I was noticing there are other ones, but I don't know what they're like. I'm just staying with one for now.
Yeah.
And this particular one does hold on to your stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, it's best to always start a new chat,
Yeah.
because you can go back to that
It
one and
saves
see
you.
everything that's in there. Like, see where I didn't realize that, and I have, like, stuff is like mishmash. Like, I have writing stuff with podcast stuff with
Yeah.
fitness stuff. Now I'm doing that, but it's fine.
Yeah. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
If you're on
Come on, Emma. Lee. Look. Oh,
Emily.
Oh, you were Emma and Emily. That was it.
Yeah. What the hell? Only two.
Well, not everybody can be Meredith, Lisa, Linda, Sarah kind of gal.
You got
forget
another name
somebody?
too. Yeah. You're forgetting somebody.
Meredith, Lisa,
Linda.
No.
Sarah.
I don't think so.
How could she forget one of her alter egos? All right, but if you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Don't give us a thumbs down. Instead, leave a comment telling us how we can improve. And make sure you subscribe and follow and turn notifications so you don't miss any episodes. Check out our other podcast, We Watch It All. We're doing The Real Housewives of New Jersey. We did a bonus episode. We talked about the Real Housewives of OC trailer. We're going to be doing Real Housewives of OC on June 12th, the Monday after it airs on Bravo. So get ready. We are catching up on Vanderpump, so there'll be some Vanderpump episodes coming out soon on there.
Because they've leaked that one for the last, and man, oh man, is it goody.
Yeah,
it's good.
Where I'm watching. We gotta go because we gotta go.
Yeah,
we gotta go watch. So we'll be back next week with God knows what.
Who knows?
Who knows at this point?
Maybe we'll wait for God to send us a sign. Who knows?
We're waiting on you here. Say your line.
Oh, hit the button. She's tapping her wrist like she's got a watch on. Just hit the button. I gotta go make the most out of a little packet of penny pasta. I'm starving. Please hit the button. No. Now. Okay, I'll just do it myself.